because we want to get reaction from people, which I love me personally to do. That whole combination of being able to talk about politics but also having fun is what's gonna win Jay. Welcome back to the show, guys. I'm your host, Valentine. Expecting you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day. I want to thank the new subscribers. I want to thank the old subscribers. I want to thank everybody who's liking these videos and commenting on the videos that I'm doing. I've seen some growth on the channel, which has been stagnant for a bit, but I need your guys' help. I need you guys to sub. I need you guys to turn on the notifications. I need you guys to share, because without you guys, listen. Without you guys, this channel is absolutely nothing. This is worthless. I will be talking into space without your guys' input. Request any topic that you guys want me to talk about in the comments, but enough of me, because a lot of you guys have a very short attention span. And let's get right into the topic. Question of the day: who is going to win the cultural war that we're in right now? Let's get into it. Forms of media that we have been consuming from the beginning of time until now, and why this is important. After the written word, and I'm talking about the people who are probably 65 and up, were raised on radio. And that's why the people that own radio right now, or that are predominantly on radio, is conservatives. Conservatives are the ones who are the big bosses on radio, from people like Sean Hannity, Rush Limbaugh, Mark Levin, to new cats like Ben Shapiro. We have these older generation who were raised on that, who consume that, and that's who are the people that's on there. So they are conservative. Now let's go into my generation, millennials. We have been raised on the next form of media, which is, what is it? TV, right? So we are there. We watch ABC, CNN, all these channels that come from the TV, but there's a problem. Those people, the media right now, is 90% controlled by the left. So you're getting a steady diet of liberalism from CNN, for MSNBC, and a whole bunch of mainstream outlets. And there's only like one conservative outlet, which is Fox News. But 90% of it is on the left. And the people that are consuming that is a lot of older generation, a lot of people like me. But now, at my generation, there is a very important thing that happened. What do you guys think that is? You're on it right now. The internet happened, and this is what happens. People like me I have like, in my personal home, I have like 4 years without TV. I don't watch TV anymore. I consume everything from the web, and this is very important. Why? Because even though the media is controlled by the left, the media itself, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, the people who own the content in it are, you guessed it, conservatives are the ones who own content on the web. And let me give you this example. Why do I say that? I follow Steven Crowder. I started following him back in 2016. I also, every once in a while, go into the Young Turks to laugh and to read at the comments, right? Steven Crowder, in 2016, he had around 600K subscribers. Right now, that man has 3.4 million subscribers. Exponential growth. And I'm gonna tell you why I see that. On TYT, on the Young Turk, you see it looks whack, it looks corny, there's no entertainment in it, and that is the main important. Steven Crowder, who is a incredibly talented person who I like because of the joke that he does. Obviously, I don't laugh at everything he does because a lot of the stuff is dirty, and I am 100% Christian, meaning I don't laugh at dirty jokes and I don't curse. I don't like some of the stuff, but the man is super talented and is able to joke around, and that is the main difference between the left and the right. We are able to do this very important thing which is super important to humans. We are able to joke. You see the attack that the left has on comedian, for example, like Kevin Hart, as of more recently, a joke that he did like 3 years ago, 4 whatever years ago, and which he apologized already. They bring it up again, and they want him to apologize again, and he's not having it. He's tired of that because of these SJWs, these snowflakes who get offended at everything. The left can't do that anymore, and you see it in the channel of the Young Turk. There's no entertainment there. They're short of facts and opinion. People get tired of that. I get tired of politics all day. This is why I try to mix it up on my channel, and I want to have some form of alternate entertainment where people are able to just forget about politics. And this is why the NFL took a hit, if they did, because of that, or it was so controversial, is because when people turn on sports, they want to be entertained. They don't want to hear some guy telling how he should feel about the police. No, they want to see some guy tackle another, and a quarterback throw football, etc. Now, let's move on to Gen Z. Gen Z is a let me do a recap. So we have these 65-year-old people, older people, what I call the older generation, that was raised strictly on radio, right? On books, radio, newspapers. We go into a little bit of that generation, and my generation, which was raised partly on TV and on the internet. But now there's a new generation, Gen Z, coming up, who has strictly been raised on the web. They're getting their information on the web. And who do I say are the kings of the web, of the content creation on the web? The ones who are, the conservatives are the ones who own the web. And this is the content these kids are consuming, along with the fact that we also own memes. We are able to still have fun. There's entertainment that we're still able to do. We are able to joke around. We are able to be trolls online because we want to get reaction from people, which I love, me personally, to do. That whole combination of being able to talk about politics but also having fun is what's gonna win Gen Z over. And this is why you have people like Tim Pool, Steven Crowder, that's saying that Gen Z is the most conservative generation to come. It didn't make sense to me when I heard. I'm like, you're crazy. Why is Gen Z gonna be the most conservative generation to come? If these people are, they gotta be super extra liberal. That will be the logic that I will see. But now I understand why these people are consuming internet content, which is the predominantly conservative, and on top of that, it's entertaining, making these kids ultra, or maybe just a little bit more conservative than us. I believe if there is more investment from conservative medias like Gap and stuff like that, we are able to win this culture war. Now we have people who were not traditionally or considered conservatives, who are now flying under the conservative banner. For example, on the Dave Rubin show, a gay guy who's now, he calls himself a classical conservative, a classical liberal, but is now being he's flying the conservative banner because he's able to have classical liberal things like free speech, etc. He's flying under the conservative banner. He also had a woman that I forgot her name now. And she said this expression, which was new to me, which was secular conservatism. And I'm like, what is that? She doesn't believe in God too much. So she might be an atheist, right? So we have now people who are not traditionally conservative because they don't believe in God. And obviously conservatives are God-fearing people who, quote unquote, are anti-LGBT, which is not true, flying under the conservative banner. So we have a lot of these people, a collage of people flying under the conservative banner because they want the important things that are made this country great, which was the freedom to speech, or the freedom of speech, right? The ability to pursue happiness, the right to carry a gun, and the most important one, which the reason that the U.S. is a superpower right now, is the belief in God.
Really? You made it to the end of the video? Congratulations, you have no life. Go check out one of my other videos, sub to the channel, give me a like, give me a comment, check out my other social media, which is Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I do have a life, so I'm not gonna be that active, but follow me on there. God bless, Godspeed, me Valentine. I'm out.